and a yellow bit for a modified version. 2 red, 1 yellow. Anyone need any help with those? Help good? Okay, so from our springs we have our carriage, then we have our shoulder blocks, we have our loops. So you have your short loops and your long loops. So today we'll be using our short loops for our hands and straps. If you need to modify them, you can take it to a longer loop and that will make it a little bit easier for you. You have your pegs that your loops hang on so that they don't get in the way of the runners. And then you've got your head here. So the headrest can come up and down, but for today the headrest will just stay down in that position. Okay, so once you're ready, we'll come into our warm-up. Now that we've got our springs all ready to go. Alright, so once you're ready, just bringing your feet about hip distance apart. We're going to start with a nice big inhale, and then on your exhale, tucking the chin, rolling down the body. Your hands and your head are soothe the head down towards the floor. You may like to take a little sway side to side here. And then we're going to slowly pull up through the tummy, rolling back up all the way. Your head is the last part of your body to come up. Little shoulder roll at the top. Nice big inhale. On your next exhale, we tuck the chin, roll back down. As close to the floor as you can get in that nice big forward fold. From here, we're going to take a little nod of the head, yes. And a little nod, no. Just releasing any niggles, any tightnesses through the neck. And then on your next inhale, slowly rolling back up through the spine. Lift the chest forward. Last one here. On the next exhale, we tuck the chin, slowly roll down the body. This time we're going to prop one lot of fingers onto the floor. If you're a little bit tight to your hamstrings, you may want to just bring your hand to your shins. From here, we inhale, open up one hand up to the ceiling. And then we exhale to close. Take it over to the other side. Inhale, reach the opposite fingers down, up to the ceiling. And we exhale to close. So just moving through your breath here, finding that nice rotation through the spine. Your last one here, nice big open through the chest. Inhale, reach all the way behind. And exhale to close. Slowly rolling up through the body. Your head is the last part to come up. All the way to stack the shoulders back over the hips. Little roll of the shoulders. And then once we're ready, we're going to come down to our reformer now. So you'll bring your feet onto your foot bar. And you're going to lay down on your carriage. Pop your head between the shoulder rests. So we're going to bring our heels onto the foot bars here. Hip distance apart. That's it. Onto your foot bar, sorry. That's it. And we're just going to take a little windscreen of the knees. So taking your knees side to side. If you can, keeping your shoulders connected. Pressing down that top leg just to get a little bit deeper stretch. Really nice. And then returning your legs back to neutral, so 1 feet hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart. We're going to come into some bridges now. So my toes pointing up towards the ceiling, knees pointing up towards the ceiling. And we're going to just start with a little rock and roll of the pelvis here. So rolling the pelvis forward, creating that tiny little window in the underside of your back, and then carriage nice and stable. A little bit of movement's okay though. Rolling back down. We're going to hold lifted on your next one. From here, we're going to take out that articulation. We're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to lower halfway down to our carriage. Exhale, press all the way up. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, press it up. That's it. So just relaxing the shoulders, reaching those fingers towards the bottom of your carriage. Finding length through the spine as we lift the hips up towards the ceiling. On your next bridge, we're going to hold it lifted. That's it. We're going to take the knees out and back to neutral. Then we're going to lower back halfway down. We're going to exhale, press and lift through the hips. We take the knees out, we draw the knees in, we lower halfway. Take it out, take it in, lower halfway. Really nice. If you feel you need to have that little rest, feel free to take your hips all the way down to the carriage. Or you may just need to take a moment and hug those knees in. This will be really tough on the hamstrings. On your next one, we hold lifted. Then you continue the out and in of the knees. Let's go for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Drop back to neutral. You're going to slowly roll back down to your carriage. Just take a little moment here, maybe a little rocks side to side. And then we're going to keep our heels connected to our foot bar, bringing those legs back to neutral. So feet hip distance apart, toes pointing up to the ceiling, knees hip distance pointing up to the ceiling. Once you're ready on your next exhale, you're going to press the carriage away into a leg rest and take the legs long. So we inhale, bend through the knees, draw the carriage in. Exhale, press the carriage away. We're just starting to warm up through the legs here. So you can keep your hips down on the carriage. That's it. Just relax. That's it. Exhale, press the carriage away. Inhale to bend to the knees. So we want a neutral spine here. So you may have a tiny little window under the back. We just want to make sure that our tailbone is nice and heavy. So on your next lower down, you're going to come just before your stopper. You're going to add 2 little pulses. So we lower just before the stopper, a little press, a little lower, a little press, a little lower, and then press the carriage all the way away. So just 2 pulses at the bottom. Press for 2, and then press the carriage all the way away. On your next one, you're going to hold your carriage in just before the stopper. Let's go for some pulses. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the carriage all the way away. We now bend through the knees, draw the carriage back in all the way to the stopper. You're more than welcome to keep both feet on the bars here, but we're going to come into a single leg press. So let's all keep our left heel on the foot bar. I'm going to float our right leg up to tabletop. Once you're ready, we exhale, press the carriage away. Inhale, return. So aiming to keep that knee directly over the hip. You might like to bring in a point of the toes for that tabletop leg. If this is feeling good, we'd like to take it up from here. We're going to press the carriage away, and as you draw in, you're going to take then you take that leg long over your foot bar. Now as you press the carriage away, can you sweep that leg up towards the ceiling? So imagine you've got a paintbrush on that foot, you're painting a nice line on Jasmine's ceiling. That's it, sweep it long, draw it in, sweep it long. That's it. Nice and heavy through the tailbone. And then let's sweep that leg long, keep that leg pointing up to the ceiling. Then you draw your carriage in just before your stopper. And let's go for a little pulse here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1 we return the carriage. Let's swap the legs over. So now we keep that right heel. We float the left leg. Press the carriage away once you're ready. So just starting with that tabletop leg, you may even like to keep this leg in tabletop throughout the whole single leg series. And then if you're up for it, adding that extension of the leg over the foot bar as you drag that carriage back in. Draw the carriage back in, I should say. Take that foot long. Beautiful. Really nice. Let's go for the final challenge, taking that left leg into a nice big sweep up towards the ceiling. That's it. You're painting that nice long line. Yeah, that was so good. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, so sweep that leg long. Really nice. On your next one, we hold that leg long, bend through that right knee, draw the carriage just before the stopper. Let's go for a little pulse here. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw